Ever wanted to know how to kill it in business? If you wanted to own your own company, if you want to be able to be your own boss, what do you need to focus on? What's the number one thing I can tell you and the number one thing that you need to hear in order to grow in business in this year and the next and the years after? Ever wanted to own your own business? Ever wanted to just be your own boss and dominate and have your own company and have your own little card with your company logo on it? Is that what you want to do? Is that the lifestyle that you want to live? Well, if so, stick around for this video because I'm going to tell you the number one thing that you need to focus on as a business owner in order to dominate in the business space. What's up, guys? My name is Sumi Basani, and today I'm going to tell you the number one thing that you need to know when it comes to business. A lot of people think that business is about having the right source, having the right supplier, having the right product. And the reality is, these things are important. It is important to have a good source on whatever you're selling. It is important to have good relationships in whatever business that you're in. These are very important. And typically, these things are not as hard to get. And they come with time, and they come with tenure, and they get developed over a period of you just being in the business. But the big things I'm going to talk about, right? There's one thing that I'm going to really hit on, and I'm going to kind of deviate off of that and give you kind of like one and a half. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that personal development is the number one thing that you need to focus on with business. And it breaks down into a chain. If you're disciplined, if you are focused, if you are a good figure in the business itself, let's say you're in the mortgage space, let's say you're in the real estate space, let's say you're a car salesman, you need to be the best car salesman, the best real estate agent, the best mortgage broker to represent your standard of service to everybody that you're going to bring in the business. So the first thing is you need to master the ability to sell, and you need to master the ability to be a high quality individual, not only in business, but in every asset of life. People are going to look at you as a mentor. People are going to look at you as a boss. They're going to respect you a lot more if you're in shape, if you're taking care of yourself, if you dress well, if you have good hygiene. This is just basic biology. This is just basic standards of human beings. You may think that, it doesn't matter because if I'm good in business, that's all that matters. No, it does not work like that. Some of the most successful people I meet in life are very well put together. They dress nice, they smell good, they take care of their health, and that's why they're so successful, because their ability to influence people and their ability to persuade others is strictly determined on their ability to present themselves. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. So if you're an overweight person, you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to the gym every single day, you are not going to be able to influence people at a large level, and the nature of your influence is just going to be very transactional. You need to be able to have personal relationships with people that you develop in business. And this is where I get to my main point. Personal development is going to allow you to develop other people's because you know how to develop yourself. Oftentimes, the most difficult person to coach is you. You are emotionally biased to the things that you want. You are in direct competition with yourself, and you always want to do the things that make you comfortable. So coaching yourself out of that is the biggest thing that's really difficult for a lot of people. Then coaching others is going to be something that you have to master yourself. When you learn to develop business at a high level, you need to learn how to develop people. Business is not about developing the business. It's about developing people that can develop the business. That is what real CEOs and real business owners do. Real giants and real moguls in the business space don't focus on creating the best business. They focus on creating the best people. And they do things for the environment of the business to support the people that are working within it. So they'll have a good office. They'll have coffee. They'll have snacks. They'll have events. They'll have food. They'll have dinners. They'll have things that make people come together and really find passion in the culture of the business. The best businesses in the world that dominate the most focus on culture first more than anything else. And this is where you really get to the next level of it, the 1.5 thing that I was talking about. The next part of business and the next thing that you should really focus on is marketing. The best products in the world, they're not the best products. They're not the absolute number one thing out there. Crest toothpaste is not the best toothpaste. It's just on every single shelf. A lot of the liquor companies that you see are not even the best liquor. They're just marketed with celebrities and athletes and high-end nightlife. They've created a brand for themselves, and they do that by creating a culture behind the brand. So you need to learn how to market effectively and aggressively. 50% of your budget in business should theoretically be towards marketing, and people cringe and freak out when I say that stuff, but the more marketing you do, the more marketing dollars you're willing to spend, the more your business is going to grow, and the more your brand is going to be stabilized. A lot of companies that don't even have great products are so successful because they are a household name, they are dominant in their marketing, and they are the first choice of consumers because they're ease of access. People know who they are, they have great customer service, and people can easily just call up, find their number, and get access to their products or get into whatever business and situation that they're in. And then from there, they deal with the highest quality people that you have personally developed. And that is the key to running a successful business. That's the number one thing I can tell you. That is why I focus so heavily on recruiting. That is why I focus so heavily on bringing the right people in. And that's why I focus so heavily on creating a culture where people can actually accelerate and do good things. And then when you do these things, when you have hardworking people that are driven, that are motivated, that are focused, that are disciplined, the business becomes very easy. In the sales industries that I'm in, people can come in and dial and sell and make money, but the people that are developed and disciplined are going to make a lot more money with terrible leads than people that are going to be very, very lazy with really high quality leads. And at the core of it, if you really break down the numbers, even if you give people low quality leads and they're disciplined individuals, they're going to make money. So the business is a lot more profitable. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but that's ideally what the numbers break down to. And if you give those good people high quality leads, high quality things to work with, resources, assets, the right infrastructure to dominate, they're just going to kill it for you. And your business is going to grow and it's going to blow up. So focus on developing yourself, focus on developing others, and focus on creating a culture to where you can then market it and acquire more people and build more people into your brand. That's the number one thing and the 1.5 things I can tell you when it comes to running a successful business and being your own boss and dominating in the competition. I hope you found this video helpful, guys. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to, spend a little bit here with me and listen to what I have to say. Thank you so much for all the love and support. If you guys ever want to connect with me, there's a link in my bio to all my socials. You can always comment here. You can always subscribe. I'm very interactive on social media, especially on Instagram. And feel free to reach out to all the staff that work with me to connect with me on a closer level. Thank you so much. Until next time, guys. Sumi out.